This whole Ryan Garcia debacle that I reported to you on yesterday continues to have content emerge. And if you haven't seen my initial content, go back and watch that for context first. Now, a new video has emerged with part of his team discussing a list of items that he is going to be accountable to, including focusing in on things like training, Bible study, etc., and then concludes with an F Devin Haney and focuses the attention back towards his fight. And let me show you that video.
All right, we got Ryan's, come closer. We got Ryan's non-negotiable list.
Read it.
For camp. Number 1, train 6 days a week. Number 2, 1 form of recovery every day. Number 3, no smoking at all and no edibles. Number 4, drinking wine only.
I don't even take edibles though.
3 glasses on Wednesday, 4 glasses on Sunday. And remember, this is like
non-negotiable. I know.
But you don't have to do it. Just because it's there, don't mean you have to.
Right. Maybe I decide I won't do it.
Exactly. Number 5, strict diet. No eating out, no fried stuff like that. 6, sleep. Number 7, Bible study. Number 8, love everyone. Number 9, your daily meditations. Number 10, everyone in camp must abide by this list. Number 11, accountability partners. And number 12, the best one, knock Devin Haney the fuck out, baby.
Let's go.
All right, RG. Once you sign, hey, hold on, let me write right up top.
Non-negotiables. Okay, come on, bro. Let me just sign it. I know what it means. I know what non-negotiable means.
No, I'm putting it there. Sign it right here, RG. This is the contract right here.
Can I write the line?
On the Bible.
Oh man, okay. This is powerful.
This is powerful. This is for sure.
No, it's signed. It's done.
Let's go!
What did I just do?
We're locked in. We're locked in, brother.
We're locked in. Let's
We're
get back
locked
to
in.
work.
Let's go.
Get
Knock
back
your
to
Devin
work.
Haney out. Devin Haney and your
Fuck
pop.
yeah.
So during breakfast this morning with my wife, we were discussing this new video, and it really seemed weird and wacky, the fact that he would discuss all these things, including sexual acts being done to children, and would not viciously go after and attack this or expose this at 100%. Now, some would say he's in fear for his life and fear for his family's safety, which he has suggested himself on another X Spaces, where he comes out and seems in a more sombering approach, more chill, more together mentally to clarify some of those allegations. And let me let you listen to that right now.
Ryan, it's Colin from IFL TV. Are you in a good place mentally right now? Can you understand why people maybe think that you're not in a good place mentally?
Of course, because the truth is stranger than nonfiction. I'm being honest. So, because I have the information on the elites and I could expose them, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I could show you proof every day.
What
Bro,
information are you referring to?
look up Bohemian Grove.
Why do you think they're asking you if you're mentally in a good space?
Because they want to know.
Do you think they care about you?
Yes.
No, they're gonna put it on the newspaper forum and they'll be like, I asked Ryan Garcia if he's in a mentally good
Yo,
place.
Ryan, I care about you, bro. Don't
You're
worry.
possessed. All right, what's up? I think you are. Because I haven't said one lie.
We've all throughout our lives been like on the internet, like searching a topic, going down these conspiracy rabbit holes.
No,
and
but
you
it's
get
not a
lost.
conspiracy, Keem.
No, I know there's truth
Bohemian
to a lot
Grove
of
is
this
real.
stuff that you're saying.
Bohemian
But
Grove
what?
is real.
No, 100%.
They
I
try to
know there's a
cancel
lot of
Alex
truth.
Jones.
I know. I'm not disagreeing that. What I'm saying is when you start really going down these rabbit holes and whatnot, and in this conspiracy stuff, you can get lost.
I'm not lost.
A lot of things. I feel like you shouldn't
No,
talk
they're not
about it
recording.
now.
Hey, Ryan, I just
Just
have a
think about it
question.
off.
What's your what's the end goal with this? You just want to make sure the bad people are shown, or what?
Yes. And exposed and burnt down and everybody's done. I'm tired of it, bro. Dude, Disney f***ing has kids that are getting raped out of a ritual, bro. What the f- you want?
Yo,
You
Ryan,
want me to stand? You
Ryan,
want me to stand back and let it happen? Like, no, I'm
no.
not gonna, bro. As long as look it, you guys have, I have your guys' trust. You guys won't release this unless we know.
They don't give a fuck.
Hey, bro, no, there's definitely people recording it. I made it a non-recorded space so you could say what you want to say, but there's definitely going to be people recording this, bro, because there's thousands of people in this right now.
Yeah, they're gonna upload it on YouTube. Man.
Yeah, so
You're trying to stop what I'm trying to do.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to expose everybody.
You're exposing yourself.
Ryan,
Not
to be honest with you, I believe that she's got your best interest at heart.
okay. I get
possibly
that,
keep this.
but I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm trying to really stop every devil worshiping in the world. And it's true. Ask me any question about the Bible, I guarantee you I have the answer. Why do I know this? Because I know this. Why do you think I know every question about all the elites? Why do you think I have this information? Why do you think IG and Facebook is down? Keem, talk to me. Keem, talk to me.
Ryan, I sent you a DM a couple
I
days
already read, I
ago.
already heard it. You said, brother, you need help. Guess what, bro? I don't need help. First of
Well,
all,
no, my point is everybody around you is concerned, and those are the people. If everyone around you, the people that you trust the most in your life, are concerned, maybe you've went down a rabbit hole.
I'm going to explain something really, really, really deep. Are you guys ready for this? This is just a little Easter egg. Not Easter egg, but just it's very complicated and it requires really, really deep thinking. Okay. We're in a multi-parallel dimensional life. Means you already done this before. You're just remembering what to do and what was your calling and your will and what bloodline you come from. Now, as you pass through different generations, you slowly start discovering where you really, really come from. I know where I truly come from. I know where my bloodline is. King David, Solomon, Jesus. I come from that bloodline because we're all under Christ when you believe Christ, okay? But that's just one aspect of it. As that happens, you slowly start discovering your own being and what you are. And I'm feeling hot right now. I don't know if I'm being attacked spiritually at this point, but all I know is I'm just blowing the lid off of everything. We're in a multi-parallel universe. How do you think those theories and those things even come up? How do you think those things even end up in movies? Somebody has to think that. How do you think that thought came about? Because it's the truth.
If he is being psyoped and being a psyop himself, or is just talking out the side of his butt because maybe he was on drugs or had some type of manic episode, what this does is then it turns and discredits all of the real journalism, investigative work, and real experiences and firsthand testimony from people who have watched and witnessed these types of things occur. And I think that should very much be notated and stated for the fact that if we're covering and have made this much ground, why are we then going to retreat and potentially harm what we're doing in exposing these works of darkness and the people who are involved in them? And the opportunity to actually bring those people to light could be washed away in people speaking in ways that aren't truly forthcoming and firsthand. And again, I'm not saying that that's the case, but we have to look at it from all of these various angles. And I'm also noticing, as I'm sure you guys are, the domino effect of this whole thing. One person comes out and exposes something, another person does, and then it just continues to unfold. Comedian Nima Yamini recently came out in a video that's going viral right now as well, where he puts Matt Rife on blast and basically says the both of them were brought into a room at the same time with some big time execs, given opportunity, contracts put in front of them, but that it came with an attachment of something that they had to do, which included a sexual act. And let me let him tell you firsthand. Watch this video.
Hollywood is finally being exposed, thanks to one of the true kings of comedy, Cat Williams. You know, before I became wealthy in business, I actually had a somewhat successful career in stand-up comedy. I was on the way up. I was invited to a meeting with some Hollywood executives along with some now famous comedian, and we were offered the chance for a deal at Online Stardom. But the only way to receive the contract was by sucking both of the execs off. I immediately got up and walked to the door. But before I could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously. That guy's name was Matt Rife.
And I think we've literally just tipped the iceberg on what's actually going to come out, whether it be things in the present or things in the past. Think about how Kanye discussed how his mom was a sacrifice.
My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize, They want to monetize and traumatize.
Think about politically. Victoria Nuland, who recently resigned. The U.S. diplomat in Ukraine, who is said to be believed as the actual president and head of Ukraine, who literally walked into another country, sided with the resistance to overthrow and install new government. And this was an actual plan. And they had this on a recorded phone call. Watch this.
A private chat between two top U.S. diplomats was leaked online.
I think Yats is the guy who's got the economic experience, the governing experience. He's the guy, you know, what he needs is Cleach and Tony Book on the outside. I just think Cleach going in, he's going to be at that level working for Yatsenyuk. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. Okay. Good. Well, do you want us to try to set up a call with him as the next step?
Sullivan's come back to me, VFR, saying you need Biden, and I said probably tomorrow for an attaboy and to get the deets to stick. So okay. Biden's willing.
So you had this remarkable phone call where you have these two senior officials of the U.S. government apparently talking about a coup, or how they were planning to restructure the government of Ukraine.
If that's not crazy enough, think about what U.S. Senator John Fetterman recently did in sending a letter to rescind a specific portion of funding that was going to a housing and urban development bill that was placed in, to the William Way renovation and expansion project in Philadelphia, where they tried to slip in funding for the William Way Center, where they were hosting BDSM, kink, and fetish parties, these sexually deviant rituals, if you will, and occult practices that they were getting federal funding for. Well, people in the U.S. are still homeless, on drugs. We have people pouring across our border, giving them $10,000 a month. Crime is increasing, but we're cutting police jobs. I can sit here and tell you about the Temple of Set, established by Michael Aquino back in 1975, who was a Satanist and a political scientist, a military officer who had inner workings with the CIA, while also being a high-ranking member of the Church of Satan and a longtime friend of Anton LaVey, and how he had worked with the inner workings in the establishment to create the MK Ultra project. He's also been noted to be a mastermind with regards to propaganda and pedophile rings. He was in charge of the U.S. Army's Psychological Operations Program, and we can go even further. But the point being, the people who sit at the top, not only of the political system, the economic system, the centralized banking system, the religious structural system, the education system, these people are all connected, all one and the same, along with the people who rule in Hollywood, in the music industry, even on these very social platforms that you're watching me on right now. So some would say, well, how are you going to talk about programming when you're on the program yourself delivering us these messages here? Because we will speak truth and fight against and be a resistance on any platform by any means necessary until they shut us down. And I think that's actually a huge part of the problem here. We have people with voices, people who are very articulate, who have information, who have evidence, if you will, but are too afraid to stand up and speak anything about it. But besides all that, and at the end of the day, my goal and aim is not only to speak out and speak up against all this, but it's also to share life and hope with you that these people will not win. In the end, Christ wins every single time. If you look in scripture, it's already written what's going to happen to Satan and those who operate with him, as well as the victory of those who are on the side of Christ. Now, these people can continue to be twisted, perverted, gain all the riches, wealth, and all the different objects and things that they can in this lifetime. But make no mistake about it. It's once appointed unto a man to die and then the judgment. And there's an appointment set for each and every person on this earth. And regardless of the appointments in this life that you might cancel or change or walk away from or miss altogether, this one appointment, every single person will make. It's been set and there's no way out of it. And you and I will stand before God, including these people who commit these wicked acts, and they will be judged according to those things in which they have done, and they will not escape that judgment from God. So you can gain all you want and do all that you want in this life, but you will not get away with it, because one day there will be a reckoning. And so as we continue to expose these deeds of darkness and step out into the light, may I remind all of you, prepare your hearts and mind by living your life according to what is actually going to mean something and matter at the end of the day. Because when you stand before God, he's not going to ask you about your degree that you got, how much money you made, the fancy car, the house, all the different acquisitions of things and possessions. Not going to ask you how many ministries you were involved in or how your attendance was for church. He's going to ask you what you did with Jesus Christ. Did you accept him? Or did you reject him? Did you serve him with your whole heart? Or did you live religiously and on the outward portray all the spiritual aspects of what one would seem to be a godly person? But inside and in the secret quiet place where no one saw, you lived a wicked and sinful life. Did you fulfill the Great Commission, going into all the world and preaching the gospel and sharing the good news with people? Or did you take it like that evil servant, bury it in the ground just to give it back to your master and only hold on to that truth for yourself. These are the things that actually matter, and the fruit that you potentially take with you into heaven. So don't get distorted. Don't allow people to manipulate your mind into thinking that life is about how much money or fame or possessions you can obtain. Because in light of eternity, where we're all headed to, none of that is going to matter. And that's my word for the day that I hope sticks with you. Meditate on that, let that sink in, and continue to fight those psyops.